Welcome to today's session. This is our day one. So we will be talking about getting started with Excel, where we will cover introduction to Excel and its interface, navigating worksheets and workbooks, entering and editing data, formatting cells, and basic calculations. That is what we will do for today. So for you to start in Excel, there are several ways. I'll show you one. So the first one is once you click on the Start menu, you go to All Apps. Then after you've gone to All Apps, you scroll down up to where you get Excel. Another way of doing it, you just type Excel here on top. And once you see the icon, this is the icon, then you just open, okay? Yes, so that is one way. Another way of doing it, if you have an Excel that you know it's within your device, you just type and you click on open. I know my workbook is called Excel walkthrough, which we'll be using today. And already it's there. I click on open. Okay. All right. Now we have two workbooks that are open. I'll look at the other one. Then this is the first one, the walkthrough that we'll be using. But before we get there, you have this is the navigator, Excel navigator, where there is a home option, there is the new option, then the open option. These are all commands we can do. And one good thing about them is that they affect the whole of your Excel. Okay. The whole workbook will be affected. Let me click on blank workbook. So by default, if you had no previous Excel, the name of the workbook is called book one. It's here on top. Okay. Then you have sheets. The sheets may be 1 or 3, depending on the settings in your device. So at the top is where we have what we call the ribbon. We have the ribbon. In the ribbon, we have several options. So by default, you get to the home tab. This is the tab, home tab, insert tab, page layout, formulas, data, review, up to where we find help. I'm currently using Windows 11 and Microsoft 365. So it may vary, but all in all, they are the same. So this is this is the ribbon where you from clipboard up to where you're seeing this ribbon collapse option. This is called the ribbon. Okay. And let me just show you. And this is it. The whole of this, where you're seeing that green arrow, is the ribbon. And within the ribbon, we have tabs. We have the file tab, the home tab, up to the last tab here is Power Pivot. Okay. Now, with that, within the tabs, we have what we call commands, groups. Now, the first one, it's in yellow. The first group on the home tab is the clipboard. Then we have the font tab. And to the very end, for myself, I have the trial. Okay, so all of these are groups. Then within the groups, we have, this is in a light blue, we have commands. Like in the clipboard group, we have the paste group. We also have in the number group, we have the $ command, okay? Then for commands that are not available in the different groups, we have this option. We have this dialog box launcher here at the very tail end. Once I click on this, I get other options. that are available from the clipboard. When I am not seeing all options, when I click on the font dialog box launcher, I have this format cells dialog box, which gives you more options that are not visible once you click on once you're on the font group. Okay. All right. Then what do all these commands, all these tabs do? Now, for the file tab, this is the file tab. For the file tab, what the file tab does, it is also known as the backstage view. Here you do all the commands that will affect the workbook. Okay, be it if you want to open a new workbook, you click on open. You click on new. You'll have these options, and within this new command, you have several templates that are available to you. There are ones that are business. There are other ones that are personal, like these ones are for business. Okay. We have the option of personal, planners, lists, budgets, charts, etc. All these are available for you. So you don't need to build a new wheel. You just, you know what you want to do. If you want to come up with a personal budget, you want to come up with a pivot table, you have all these templates that are available to you. Then you have this option for the open. The open, you will be able to see all files that are available on your end. The ones that are on your device or are on your drive, etc. Okay. Then info. For the info gives you details about when was the last change made, who is the author, how to manage your workbook, if you need to protect your workbook so that there is a password whenever one person is getting into your workbook, you can always do that. Then save. Since we've not saved this, remember it's still book one. Since we've not saved it, this is the first time we'll be saving. When you click on save, it gives you the option of save as. Okay, but once you have already saved it, you will get more options. You will get other options. So once I click on save, it gives me to the save as option. Then here I can browse. Where do I want to save my file? This PC, add to a place on the internet, then browse, or even in my personal Outlook account. So I can come here, click on browse, then save it as, let's say, day one practice. Okay. Then I choose a destination. Let's say I want it to be on the desktop. And I just click save. Just like that, you've saved. Okay. All right. Right. So still on the file, you have save a copy. Now you notice the name is now day one practice. Print, share, export, publish, etc. Okay. I want us to look at account. So if you want to know the version of your account, you click on account and you'll get to see the user information and the kind of subscription that you have. Yours may be 2013, 2019, 2022, etc. Mine is the one you see on your side. Now, most of the time we are used to Excel being in green. If you do not want it to be in green, you are maybe you like the dark theme. You can come here, click on dark, and your Excel will change. It will now be dark. Okay. So these are themes that are available to you. Most of the time we use colorful, by default colorful. Okay. So you can choose which one appeals to you and you're good to go. Then in terms of office background, when you look at this side, there are stars. If you're very keen, there are stars. So if you want to change those background to be maybe clouds, they can change to be clouds. Most of the time we may not see them, but they are there. Okay. Then we have feedback. For feedback, you're able to give feedback to the developers for Microsoft. Then we have the options. Okay. Now for the options, this is where you will find everything that is available uh, to change the current workbook that you are in, okay, or even the workbooks that you may in the future want to use. There is the generals. By the way, Excel is user friendly, so most of the ticks that are here are because they are good for everyone. They are good for everyone. But if you still want to change them, we will change two so that you know how this looks like. So I'll go to the general option. Then on when creating new workbooks, you can choose to change font size, etc. If you have a font type for your company or your organization, you can come and change it here. Then here I can reduce it to maybe 1 or increase it to 5 so that when I open new workbooks, I already find 5 worksheets. Okay, then I click OK. Okay, so the next time I'll be opening a new workbook, I will get 5 by default. Now, the other thing I want us to do to change is under the save option, you can come and look at this some later time. Under the save option, you have save workbooks, save auto recover information. By default, on your side, it is 10. You can reduce it to 1 so that if you have made so many changes, at least one, and you get your power going off or something just happens, you will find that you will have auto recovered based on the last minute that you used your information. So mine here is 1, and that is okay. Then you click OK. Okay. All right. So that aside, um, so that was the file tab. We've seen how it works. It is also called the backstage view. We have the home tab. For the home tab, it contains the most frequently used Excel commands. Formatting commands are here. Commands for cutting, commands for inserting, pasting, deleting rows and columns, they are here. They are here, so you can just use them. These are the most frequently used commands. Under the Insert tab, you'll find objects such as charts, shapes, pivot tables, internet links, symbols, or text boxes. You can add them all from the Insert tab. All right. Now, when you go to the page layout, this is where you'll find options for how to prepare your worksheets. These include grid lines, how your output will be should you be printing. They are found within this page layout option. Okay. Then we have the formulas tab. Okay. For data analysis, this is most of the time you'll find you're getting yourself either in the formulas tab or in the data tab. For the formulas tab, we have commands for adding mathematical functions to your worksheets. Also, we have the auditing mathematical formulas. When you come here at formula auditing, you're able to see that. You'll see that in a later tutorial. Then we have the data tab. The data tab is used when working with one, external data, then two, you're working on data analysis, so you can use sort, advanced, etc. All right. Then you have the review tab. For the review tab, this is where you're able to review your final just before printing. You check on proofing, you check on language, you check on comments, etc. And even protecting your worksheet. If you want to protect the worksheet or the workbook, here is another place where you can do the same. Then the view. In terms of view, you're able to adjust the visual appearance of your workbook. Now, for example, I can come here and choose to arrange all. Then I click on, I think that's tiled, and I click OK. Now I have the two workbooks that I had opened. Okay, and let me go back to this. All right, then the last one is the help. So if you need help, you can come to this place. With Microsoft products, there are always available trainings online. So if you click on show training, you will get available training or with based on the kind of software or product that you're using from Microsoft. Okay. Now, let's look at the other workbook that I showed you. So you have, this is the Excel walkthrough. And under it, we have all these files, all these sheets that tell you what exactly is going on within, for you to just get a feel of what we will be doing. Okay, I want us to look at the status bar, and once we look at the status bar, we'll be good to go. So this is what we call the status bar. This is the status bar here at the bottom. Okay, with the status bar, you can do quick analysis. All right, so let's do an example. So for the status bar, if I highlight all of this is highlighting, is left clicking and dragging down. If I highlight all of this, okay, at the status bar, I'm able to tell the average, the count, the numerical count, the mean, the max, and the sum. Okay, so the status bar gives you, based on what you highlighted, some summaries that can help you as you go forward. Okay, right. So one other thing that is the status bar. If you want to correct it, if you want to correct the status bar, you can come here where I've just showed you. You right click and you check on what is important to you. Most of the time you'll find that the average count, etc., they are not checked, so you just check them. You check and uncheck. Okay. All right. If you want to zoom in and zoom out, we have the zoom slider here, where you can just zoom, 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 zoom. Then you can unzoom. Okay. Then you have these scroll options where you can scroll up and down. Then you can scroll left and right. Let me just adjust this. Okay. Right. So with that, we'll have the next recording to talk about how to navigate Excel workbooks. Thank you. See you on the other recording.